Hey guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and you can notice today you're in a little bit of a different environment than my normal snake room. Kurt, show them the wall color. I'm really proud of this. This is my office. This actually used to be Camera Guy Kurt's bedroom, but you know, like I say, he got himself a little lady thing, and now he went. So we painted this bitch purple, and now it's my office. I do have to share it with Question Girl. Terrible, I know, right? Such a crappy life. Actually, I can't complain too much at all. But we're going to show you how we ship snakes. We do it from here in the office usually, and we use a box like this, and we actually use our labels from Reptiles to You right now. This is not an advertisement for Reptiles to You. There's plenty of companies that do this, Ship Your Reptiles, probably being the most famous one. However, if they would like to sponsor me, there I am. But we use Reptiles to You because, one, we found their shipping labels to be some of the most economical. It, honest to God, all goes through FedEx. No matter who you buy your label from, it's going to go right through FedEx. So it really doesn't matter, right? Box the same size, everything works well, so we've used them just because it is the most economical way to ship. So you're probably thinking, well, that sounds like you're being cheap. I promise you I'm not, because when I charge for shipping, you know, what we do, except for the new Patreon benefit, we charge basically what we pay. For full disclosure, I'll tell you exactly how I do that. When you tell me, Matt, I want to buy an animal, we agree to a price on the animal, you give me your zip code to check shipping, I punch it in. If it says $52.47, I round it up to 53. I always round up to the nearest whole dollar. The reason I do that is because, believe it or not, I'm still losing money shipping it. That extra possibility of making 99 cents doesn't cover the heat pack. You know, we use a box, we use heat packs, we use all kinds of neat stuff when we do it, depending on the weather. So, we still end up spending more on shipping than you actually pay, but no, it's no big deal. So here's what we do first. One, we get our box. We would usually tape it, but we're not going to tape it today. We then use some styrofoam. And this all comes with the box. When you buy these, it's great. It took us about 10 minutes to figure out how to put the first one together because all these styrofoams are different sizes. And in my excellent video prep that you know we always do, I grabbed one piece of styrofoam too few. So, and these just kind of go in there, and they kind of fit like that. And I need one more. So you see, you can tell how well we planned this. And since we do everything by one take, you know, you're going to get it exactly how we do it. The only time we don't want to take a video is when Kurt's camera battery dies. Never happens, does it, Kurt? The next thing I like to do is, some people use crushed newspaper, shredded paper, or whatever. I use polyfill. This is the same stuff that they stuff your people's teddy bears with and things like that, if you were trying to buy stuffed animals for your kids. So I put a little bit of that in there, and that's going to be its cushion, okay? Get some polyfill in there. I think it does a little bit more for it. And then if we need a heat pack, we also put a heat pack on. And Kurt, you usually stick that right to one of those, don't you?
I tape it to the top one.
Tape it to the top one. So we tape the heat pack right here. Same with the cool pack if a cool pack was needed. But before we do that, most important part, we got to put the snake in, right? So we use a snake bag, also from Reptiles to You. We're going to be shipping out Zeus today. That's how you know this is crap, because you guys know I'd never ship Zeus. He's staying here. But for the purpose of this video, we thought we'd use him. Doesn't he look good? Every time I play him out, I love this guy. Almost look like an Oreo cookie. Just amazing. So we put him in there. And they give you these strings. We honestly don't use those. What we prefer to do is take a zip tie, and we would attach the zip tie around here. I do that for a couple reasons, or Kurt does that. Usually what happens is I set this all up to prep it, and Kurt actually does the shipping. One, that holds the snake in nice and secure. It's not going to crawl out of there. And two, it's easy to get off for the buyer. We don't have to mess with trying to untie this or anything like that. They just simply snip that. They're in the bag. Life is good. And we want to make that as easy as we possibly can. But for this purpose, I'm just going to wind that up. So we put him down in there like so. If it's a little dry, we can always put a like a moist paper towel in there. I don't usually have to do that. It's hold pretty well, especially polyfill. You drop that in there. And if we did that right, see, those boxes will fold. Now is here where we get different. This is the information sheet you've heard us talk about. It comes with all of our snakes. It's got our name, my actual cell phone number, Kurt's actual cell phone number. Call Kurt first. Always? No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. It has our website that, honest to God, we're going to have to update because we need to make a new one because that thing, it was a failed experiment. Our Facebook, and then also our email. What your Python is, the pairing that made it, whether it's believed to be male or female, its identification number, as we would normally do. So we take all that, we fill that all out. This then gets folded and placed in the box, however we can get it to fit. Kurt's a lot better at this than I am. I don't know why I let him talk me into filming this and not him, because he doesn't like to be on camera. So it goes in there like so. Box gets closed up. Box gets taped up. Bam, that's done. Shipping label goes on the box. Where do you usually stick that at, Kurt?
The top.
On the top. Shipping label goes right there. And then the box is ready to go. Now you're probably thinking, well, it can't breathe in there. Well, these boxes are designed, see there's holes in the corners, and so they are not airtight. And the snake's respiration is so very, very slow. There's plenty of airflow in there. We've shipped out several this way, and they've all made it just fine. Every single one of them. Another thing we always do is we always ship priority overnight shipping. Never ship 2-day. You never ship standard overnight, priority overnight. I want to make sure that you get your snake as soon as possible in the best possible condition. We also guarantee that it's going to arrive alive. That is assuming that you do a pickup at FedEx. It's hard to guarantee that when you pick it up on your porch because you don't know how long it's been sitting there. Typically, all this last time I didn't get it set up right because I did it late in the night. I have FedEx send me notification upon delivery. So then I can send a message, say, hey, your snake's there. I always want to check with the customer as soon as I can to hear that they've got it and that it's healthy. Makes me feel better. I always worry shipping these little guys. I mean, it's got to suck, you know, but they like tight confined spaces, so it probably is okay. But anyway, that is how we tend to ship our snakes. Kurt, you got any questions?
Yeah, can you tell them about the first time we shipped, where we shipped to?
The first time we shipped, where we shipped to?
Coast to coast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is really the first year that we started shipping snakes from our house. We used to use the shop for it on the occasions we'd have it, but as production's grown, the need for us just to do it on our own is definitely there. We just have too much stuff going out. Still not a lot, but enough. So the first day we did shipping, we actually shipped to New York and Florida at the same time. So
Florida to California.
Oh yeah, Florida to California. Oh, I got New York in there. Florida to California in the same day. So our first day shipping Olympus Reptiles literally went coast to coast. It's not a big deal to most people. I thought it was pretty cool. I kind of enjoyed it. And we have shipments going out as early as this Monday, hopefully. A few things about shipping these animals. I don't like to ship a snake until it weighs at least 80 grams. I just don't like to do it. I received them when they're lighter. I don't ship them when they're lighter. 80 grams. Be a little patient. It's better for the snake. It's better for your customer. It's the right way to do things if you can. So I like to let them eat at least 3 times, weigh 80 grams before leaving. Consider to ship one. And yeah, and I also don't much care for shipping them in shed if I can avoid it. If they're blue in the eyes, you know, they're just right at 80 grams, just wait another week. Just give it a little bit more time. If you got one that's like 100 plus grams, probably not a big deal. But and to give you an idea, he's like probably 110 right now. So 80 grams is still a fairly small snake, but it's better to make sure things well started before you stress it by putting it in a box, going through FedEx, and God knows, I mean, you're hoping they treat the animal really well. It says to on the box, but you're also trusting whoever's at FedEx that day. And I'm sure 98% of their people are great, but I was worried about that 1 or 2%. I would use a polyfill, a lot of cushion in there. So just, you know, be mindful of those things. Any other questions?
What do you mean by 3 meals?
3 meals? I mean, this thing needs to eat 3 times on its own and weigh 80 grams. It's a 2-prong test, so I can say that I think the snake is well started and feel confident sending it out. If it's eaten 3 meals, but I had to assist it the first 2, it's only taking 1 on its own, but it's 85 grams, it's not going. It's got to eat 3 times on its own. So whether that's mouse hoppers, rat pinks, frozen thawed live, doesn't matter. But 3 times on its own without me starting it, forcing it, none of that kind of stuff. So, all right, any other questions?
Nope.
All right, one more look at this guy. And you guys know, I mean, those of you who've been watching for a while, you guys know what Zeus means to me. This guy's just awesome. I love him. He's shed again. His color's really starting to come. I mean, you know, they turn gray. They don't stay completely black and white. but he has the high white sides. And I can tell you guys, when I get some other jeans in here, like I'm gonna do, and you keep waiting, I got a clutch update coming very, very soon that just hasn't finished shedding out just yet. I'll check it when I get back in the room, actually. And they are gonna be awesome. He has a new girlfriend coming that I just can't wait to put him with. That you're talking about creating my dream snake. Not that he was, I said he is my dream snake, and he was step one. But once you make that goal and you climb that mountain, the next thing you do is you look for a bigger, taller mountain to climb, right? So I've got my bigger, taller mountain I'm going to climb next, and he's the key, so he'll always be a major part of what I do. He's even starting to like me because he actually gets handled more than most of them because I just love him. But anyway, guys, Kurt, any more questions?
No.
All right, guys, I hope you like my office. You had to know it was going to be purple, right? There's no way I wouldn't paint my own office purple. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.